You've got to give guys a chance. If you close yourself off and you don't open up and you don't let yourself be vulnerable, your relationships won't go anywhere. But what if you have a hard time trusting men? What if every time you let down your guard and you let yourself trust just a little bit, it blows up in your face? Because we all know that there are a lot of untrustworthy guys out there. Guys who make promises they never intended to keep. Guys who act like you're the only one when they have all these other women on the side. Guys who hide things and then accuse you of being paranoid. Or guys who say they love you only to talk about you behind your back. The worst part about it is that you don't know which category a guy belongs in until you've already allowed yourself to get too close. It's like you have to stick your hand into a hive of bees and let yourself get stung over and over again while searching for the one bee without a stinger. Like, why would you do that to yourself? But some people will tell you that the problem is you. They will say that you have trust issues. Now, personally, I don't think you have trust issues. I think you've just learned the wrong lessons about trust. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman, and I'm a love expert here at yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, I'm going to bust through 3 common myths about trust that are getting you hurt over and over again. A lot of us are walking around with these toxic beliefs about trust that we don't even question because they're just so commonplace. So here are 3 myths that are particularly damaging. Myth number 1, trust is like a light switch. So either it's on or it's off, right? Either we trust somebody or we don't. And there's no room there for shades of gray. Myth number 2, on should be your default setting. So you should automatically trust people unless they've proven that they can't be trusted. They deserve your trust even if they haven't earned it. Myth number 3, if you can't trust, you've got issues. So this myth says that it's up to you to be trusting. And if you can't do it, you're the problem, which lets everyone else off the hook. So let's take a step back and let's look at trust from a different perspective. Trust is not black or white. You don't have a moral obligation to trust everyone. Your job is to trust exactly as much as the situation deserves. And these 3 trust truths will help you do that. Truth number 1, trust is on a spectrum. So it's not that either you trust somebody or you don't. Trust exists on a spectrum from no trust all the way to complete trust. And great managers know this. Right? You give someone a little trust, and then if they show that they can handle it, you give them a little more trust. And if they show they can handle that, then you give them even more trust. You adjust your trust in a person based on how well they handle it. And if they mess up, then you take away some trust. And if they mess up again, you take away even more trust. And if they apologize and they work really hard to regain your trust, you give them some of that trust back. Which brings us to truth number 2, trust levels need regular adjusting. It doesn't matter so much where you decide to start somebody on that trust spectrum. You can choose to give them a little bit of trust or a lot of trust based on your gut feeling and your personal comfort level. What matters is that you adjust your trust in that person regularly based on their behavior. So maybe you don't feel comfortable trusting a new person right away. And that's fine. But if that person shows that they're capable of keeping their promises and respecting your feelings and communicating honestly, then they should earn more of your trust. But on the flip side, if this person is hiding things from you, not showing up on time, not responding to your texts, accusing you of being needy, then you should address your trust in them downwards. Trusting people less is just as important as trusting them more. But we often feel a lot more comfortable giving our trust rather than taking it away. So let's say that you're dating this guy and you expect him to show up on time and be there for you because that's what you do when you're in a relationship with someone. Yet time after time, this guy shows you that he isn't reliable and he isn't there when you need him. What do? Do you keep letting yourself be surprised by his behavior, or do you put less trust in him? Which brings us to truth number 3. Appropriate trust is smart. We have this idea that good people should trust everyone. And if you're not trusting, it's because you've got issues or you're cynical or you don't actually want the relationship to work. That's not true. If someone's behavior is unreliable and inconsistent, suspicious, or even hurtful, then you should trust them less. People earn trust through behaving in trustworthy ways, and they lose trust through behaving in untrustworthy ways. Appropriate trust keeps us from getting hurt. There is no moral virtue in trusting someone despite the fact that they've betrayed you over and over again. A more appropriate response is to scale back your trust. You're not writing them off. You're leaving the door open for them to earn back your trust. So if they display a consistent pattern of trustworthy behavior, then you give them back some of that trust that they lost. Just don't let anyone guilt trip you. When people don't get as much trust as they expect from you, they will often blame you. They won't take responsibility. They will have a lot of excuses for their behavior. And that reaction, ironically, is a sign that you should place even less trust in them. Good people don't expect everyone to trust them. Good people expect to be given the opportunity to earn your trust. So get good at giving people trust when they earn it, and get good at withdrawing trust when they betray it. Trusting yourself to trust appropriately will give you the confidence you need to put yourself out there more in love. Take really, really good care of yourself, and I will see you next time.